Hey guys, phaseswindsource.com again. I have put together another couple of tips, so I figured I'd make a third video. I'm going to try to breeze through this one a little bit quicker. I was told my last one was a little long by a colleague, which I didn't care, but it was a comment, so maybe I'll try to make this one a little bit quicker for everybody's sake, pack in the same amount of stuff. So let's get started. The first thing I guess I feel like pointing out is that for those of you that are unaware or haven't purchased one of these yet or whatever, there is a light on the charging little guy there just to let you know that it's getting power. It unfortunately doesn't go out when it's fully charged. I tested that. It made me sad. I was really hoping it would go out. It didn't, so I threw my tablet across the room and broke it, and then I had to go buy a new tablet so I could make this video. That's not true. I don't know why I made that up. Hold on, I need to plug my phone in real quick. I just plugged the tablet up to show you that. Alright. The second thing I want to show you, I noticed this out on a forum out there. Somebody complained and said, "What is wrong with my tablet?" And a couple other people chimed in and said, "Well, mine's doing the same thing, you know," and it didn't bother many. I think it bothered one of them, and I checked mine and it's doing the same thing, and it doesn't bother me. But I want to point it out in case anyone else notices it on their Surface, so they don't feel like maybe they got a defective unit. I don't feel like the build quality is any less with this. I can't tell other than the fact that it's been pointed out for me. But if you were to take the screen and look at, it's most pronounced down here on the logo end, but if you were to take the screen and try to line something horizontal up down there, see the reflection? Let me see if I can get rid of this. You will notice that it gets a hair, actually gets really wobbly. If I can make it, if I can actually show it to you, in better lighting it would get way more wobbly. Alright. Stupid light. There we go. Okay. Can you tell how wobbly that gets? I swear that it looks less impressive in this video than I can normally make happen. I don't know why I'm having... Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright. Straight line? Not straight line. You see that? It does it on the other side too. Not quite as bad. I can't feel a thing. You can't really tell much when you look. You can tell that the glass is maybe a little low right here, but only a little bit. Does not bother me. Shouldn't bother you. But I just wanted to point it out while we were here. Okay, let me see. What was next on my list? Oh, okay, so I have several devices, and some of them play music when the screen is off, and some of them don't. And the ones that don't make me very, very angry face. I like to listen to music, and I like the screen to be off because the screen flies through battery, as we all know. I have done a little bit of testing with this guy, not a whole bunch, but some, and have discovered a couple things. Okay, the YouTube player that you can download in the store, so I guess Metro apps maybe, tend to do okay. This one does anyway. And also, let's hope this works okay. My internet is, as you've learned in a different video, kind of bad here. Alright, yeah, I'm on the internet, so, oops. Did not want to do Netflix. Wrong red button. Alright, let's try this again. Make sure your internet connection, maybe your internet connection is broken. It is. Alright. Sorry guys, hang on a second here. Alright. I could just let you take my word for it since I'm trying to make a quicker video. Here we go. Let's do a little chocolate rain. Alright. I'm going to turn it down. My wife's trying to sleep, and she will shoot me if she hears chocolate rain. Alright. So, seems to work. Right? Can you still hear it? It's a good song. Oh, there we go. Chocolate rain. Alright, that's enough of that. Okay, Now, what I like Pandora, and here's what I've noticed with Pandora. In the Metro browser, I seem to have just a hair bit of, my God, why are all these Google? How many new tabs have I opened? I'm gonna close some of these, sorry. Should have done this before the video, I know. Alright. So let's go to Pandora. Hopefully it's still got me logged in. Alright, here's the problem. The Metro app of Internet Explorer doesn't seem to want to play when the screen is shut. Can you hear that? Or when the screen is off, rather. There it went. Makes me sad. Can you hear it? There it went. Don't know if you could, but it went off. And now it's back. Now, playing around a little bit, I've discovered something. If you view this on desktop, it still doesn't quite work right, but you can make it work right. Let's get this going. Come on. Alright. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Alright. So you turn it off. There goes the music, right? Turn it on, music comes back on. Turn it off, music goes back off. Well, turns out here, if you use the cover to turn your screen off, it will continue to work. I guess it's because when you hit the power button, when you're in the Windows environment, it's set in your power options to put it to sleep, quote unquote. So I guess that's what it's about. This isn't hitting the button. Still turns the screen off. If I can get it to go off real quick for you. Uninterrupted. That makes me really happy. I smiled upon myself when I discovered this. And I said, that's going in my video. Alright. So. Also, for some reason when you close the app with it going, it doesn't actually close. Alright, so. What is next? Okay, well, while we were in here, and I don't know why anybody would care about this with this tablet, but maybe they will. If you take your mouse and go to the corners, you can bring up your, your overlays. Over here. Go to the top corner. There they are. I don't know why you would want it, but just in case. I've also discovered the F keys finally. Just in case you don't know, to use F keys, you hit function down here, and then you treat all these keys to the right of escape as the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way across. So, if you're, well, I can just use, I guess, F5 to show you in here, but function F5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, which I guess is the search there, and there it goes, it reloads the page. That made me happy to discover. And on that note, by the way, I found this app kind of useful. I have moved my apps everywhere doing this. I feel like I've kind of lost everything. Quick key. Shows you all the hotkeys. Helped me out. Might help you out. And also, you may have noticed this. That is just a app called Custom Tile Maker. It's pretty cool. I like it. You can use a static tile, or you can have one that cycles through different pictures. You pick your picture, go with that one. You pick which grid you want. There's a whole bunch. How many rows by how many columns, which I don't know that we could actually use all of them here on the surface, but you could do like 3 by 6. Bam. And you can name each of these if you wanted to. And then once you hit, you can crop, by the way, but once you're done and you hit finish wherever that is, it will stick them all way over here, and then you can move them to wherever you want them. You know, I think it's cool because I like to have pictures on my desktop. My Android phones have pictures. Anything that I can do it with, I do it. Alright, let's see. Where was I? Because I actually got a little sidetracked. I didn't quite mean to go in those two apps. Let's see. You may have noticed when I move apps around, I was doing it like this. You can just kind of go out and then go to where you want to go. You know, a little bit quicker. I wish I'd have known that before. Put you back over here. Okay. See these buttons? Shut down and restart? You can make these buttons. And really, you can put anything you want there just by creating a shortcut, which is all I had done. And I'll show you real quick. You just kind of go here, and I mean, heck, you might as well go ahead and go ahead and navigate into the folder. But if you go into, I think it is C, Program Data, Microsoft, Windows, Hope, Start Menu, Programs. Alright, so there they are. Restart and shut down. You can probably barely see them on there, but there they are. If you just kind of hold down new, wow, why don't you be that way? Alright, you got to do it over here and then drag it in. New shortcut, and you just put the appropriate, you know, I was hoping it would be in there. It is not. You just put the appropriate command, which is right here. Copy. Alright, so this would be for restart. And I'm, of course, going to link to this, so I don't really need to read it all off to you, I guess. But it's just a shutdown command with a couple flags for a restart, and there's a different one for shutdown. But you create it. You name it whatever you want, which is what shows up on the tile. You hit finish, and then you change the icon by going into the properties, hit change icon, pick the, I pick the power icon there, hit OK, hit apply, or hit OK, and then you just drag it in there, and it'll give you a warning and say it needs, elevated rights or something, and you hit OK, and it throws it in there. And then it will show up way over here, and you drag it to wherever you want it. And whenever you hit those, they do what you expect them to do. It's pretty cool. I liked it. I saw it out there somewhere and decided I would at least throw it in the video. While we're on the topic of shutdown, actually, I'm going to come back to that. First, I'm going to show you, okay, watch this. Watch how all of this comes together. See how quick everything kind of is? You can change that. Now, I'm not going to put all the keys in manually in front of you because I don't feel like going through all that. I went ahead and just backed them up so I can just show you. Because, again, I'm going to link to all this stuff. I'm just kind of showing you in action in this video. But in here are 5 D words that I'm going to put in that you can adjust, but just an example. There it is. Now you can adjust how quick the icon and how quick the name comes in. Not really how quick, but where they begin. Like you can make it start here, or you can make it start way off screen. And wherever it starts, it's going to adjust how fast it goes because it wants to get right here. So it's going to go slower, or it's going to come flying across. And then you can adjust this corner and this corner where they start. I guess I'll just show you that real quick. Wow, what did I type? Regidoy. Reg edit. Sorry. Alright. So these keys are found in current user, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, immersive shell, and grid. So it's these 5 keys that we have made. Okay, you can't really, I guess you can really see them, but they're launcher session keys that you just kind of, you press right here and you say new D word and you make the keys. Again, when you're messing around in the registry, you might want to export the whole thing just in case you break everything. And I wouldn't mess in here if you weren't comfortable, but you know, I think when you see the link I'll give you, you could probably work your way through it and be okay. But you can adjust some of these to change all that. So I'm going to change, for example, the icon from, actually the icon text. So my name is going to come from much closer than what it was. I'm changing it from 2000 to 1000. See, my name started right here. I can change that to, let's say, 5,000. And it's going to start way over there. See how long it took to get here? Because it was way that way. And then the rest of these, I think, starts the how far off this guy starts and then how far off this guy starts. So you can make this one come in and then these take forever, you know, or you can have him take forever to come in. And I'm wondering if you can actually make these. Let's find out. Let's see if we can make the right ones come in. What in the world? Let's see if we can make the right ones come in quicker. Wow, did I just close my desktop? No, there it is. Let's see. Individual tower. I guess that one's at 1000 and tower is at 100. So let's change this one to 10,000 and this one to 100 and see what happens. Hopefully I don't blow anything up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It came in from the other side. Haha. Alright. Neat. And then if when you're done playing around, you just delete the 5 that you've made. They're all launcher underscore session login is what they start with. You just delete them. Bam. Back to normal. It's pretty neat. Figured I'd show it. Alright, let me see what else was on my list. I need to power through this. Okay, to get into safe mode, you need to be sure to get a recovery key, which is not in here. It is in your, actually, might be in here. Let me see. Actually, I'm way too lazy to look for it where I don't already know where it is. But if you go to your control panel, hopefully, BitLocker drive encryption, you got to use this guy, backup recovery key, throw a USB drive in there, save the file. It will give you a big long string that you will need if you want to go into safe mode. Now to get into safe mode, I was only able to get there successfully one way, although there are a few different ways to kind of change the way it starts up. For example, you can go in here. Is it general? Alright. Advanced startup. If you hit that, you will reboot into a menu that, well, here. I'll just show you real quick and then we'll end this video. It's going to be a little bit longer than I guess I'd hoped. Alright, so there you have continue, use a USB device or CD, troubleshoot your PC or turn off your PC. Troubleshoot, you can refresh and reset like you can out there, or you can use advanced options to automatic repair, command prompt, or change the startup behavior. So if you click this, it will restart doing the following things: low resolution, enable boot logging, disable restart on failure, and disable early launch anti-malware protection. I'm not going to do it, but it doesn't get you into safe mode like I had thought it would. Same thing now, if I can remember where it is. I think you hit shift on the restart key in the charms bar and it will do the same thing. And I will show you that briefly, and then I will get you into safe mode, and then I will end this video. Because there's something about safe mode that I need to tell you, so you don't freak out like I did. I panicked and almost tinkled myself, because I thought I'd just locked up my device or something. But all right, so the second way, I just showed you one. Second way to get to those, I believe, is if you hit the if you hold shift while you hit restart. I think it takes you to the same options. Yeah, so I'm just going to hit continue to get back in there, and I'm going to show you how to get into safe mode. Now, you need to be sure to have a keyboard handy, a USB keyboard, because if you don't, you're going to do like me and drop a tear. Okay, here is how you get into safe mode. You have to use msconfig. So you can just type it. System configuration, and you'll go to boot, and you'll hit safe mode and apply. It's going to give you a warning that says you need that darn key, and you do need that darn key. I will go ahead and do it anyway. And hit OK. And restart. Now I'm going to unplug my keyboard over here and prepare myself for the inevitable. Now, as everyone knows, safe mode starts it up with as minimal drivers and everything as it can to let you get in there and try to troubleshoot or take care of a problem, including the drivers for this keyboard and the soft keyboard. You know, that doesn't work either. You will notice nothing is happening here. I went nuts. These buttons don't do anything. I couldn't get it to restart up here. Nothing was working. As a last resort, when it dawned on me how safe mode works, when I remembered, if you plug in a keyboard, it will work again. And you can type in your password. This is your regular password, by the way. We are in safe mode. I'm not sure why it didn't ask for my recovery key. I think it's because I've already gone through this process. I did it a little while ago, so maybe once you go through it, you don't need to go through it a second time. But be prepared for it. Have that key sitting on another computer or written out on a piece of paper. I wouldn't do that. I would print it. And be prepared to put it in. It's real long. It's like 50 or 55 characters. But here we are in safe mode. You know, you have to unplug this guy and plug in a mouse to use that. Your keyboard will work if you know the keys. And look at this. Since I conveniently have my restart tile somewhere, wherever I put it. There it is. Alright. Restart that guy. But you know what? I think I messed up. I think it's going to go right back into safe mode. To stop going into safe mode, you need to go back into msconfig and uncheck that box. And then it will boot back into just back into Windows for you normally. So I hope, let me look at my list, make sure I got to everything, but I hope this was useful and not too long. It is longer than any of the others. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, okay, so that's everything. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any tips or whatever, feel free to swing by the forums, winsource.com, and leave them. A couple of these I think made it in because somebody else pointed them out. It's helpful. I like it. Thanks again. Bye.